Hi children. In the last class we have discussed the first three stanzas of the poem Any Woman by Catherine Tynan. Now we have to go to the next part of the poem. Three more stanzas are there. So in the first section we have seen the importance of a mother in her family. The bond, the emotional bond of love between the mother and other family members. Now we can go to the fourth stanza. I am the twist that holds together the children in its sacred ring. Their knot of love from whose claws tether no lost child goes a wandering. Here the word twist means a turning point, tie. Sacred means holy, not secret. Secret means rahasyamaya. Here it is sacred, punyamaya. I am the twist that holds together the children in its sacred ring. Here the poet says that the mother is the center of love. She teaches all the family members to love each other. She forms a sacred ring in the house, a holy ring. Ring means what? That is a circular thing. It has no beginning and no end. So the mother makes the children to know about the value of love. പരസ്പരം സ്നേഹിക്കാൻ കുട്ടികളെ രക്ഷിതാക്കളെയും അതേപോലെ അപ്പൂപ്പന്മാരെയും അമ്മൂമ്മമാരെയും ഒക്കെ സ്നേഹിക്കാൻ പഠിപ്പിക്കുന്നത് ആരാണ്? അമ്മ. Their knot of love from whose claws tether no lost child goes a wandering. Knot of love. Knot means kettu. A chain of love. Tether means chain. Wandering means going away. So here the poet says that the mother is forming a chain of love, and from that knot, no children will go away for a wandering. No child will go away from the house. സ്നേഹത്താലുള്ള ഒരു ചരട് വീട്ടിലുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ ഒറ്റ കുട്ടി പോലും വഴിപിഴച്ചു പോകില്ല. അമ്മയാണ് ആ സ്നേഹത്തിൻ്റെ മെയിൻ സോഴ്സ്. This is the meaning of this stanza. Is it clear now? I am the house from floor to roof. I deck the walls, the board I spread. I spin the curtains, warp and woof, and shake the down to be their bed. So in the previous stanzas we have seen the mother is the pillars of the house. The mother is the keystone of the ark. So the mother is considered as some parts of the house. അമ്മയെ ചില ഭാഗങ്ങളോടായിട്ടാണ് കമ്പയർ ചെയ്തിരിക്കുന്നത്. എന്നാൽ ഇവിടെ the tone of the poem is completely changed. The mother's presence is very important and she is everything in the house. I am the house from roof to floor. മുകളിൽ നിന്നും താഴെ വരെ അമ്മയാണ്. അമ്മയില്ലാതെ വീടില്ല. I deck the walls. I decorate the walls. The board I spread the board. I spin the curtains. So the mother spins the curtains. Warp and woof. Warp and woof means ഊടും പാവും. ഈ തുണി നെയ്തെടുക്കുന്നത് നിങ്ങൾ കണ്ടിട്ടുണ്ടാവും. അവിടെ തുണിയിൽ ഹൊറിസോണ്ടലായിട്ടും വെർട്ടിക്കലായിട്ടും ഇങ്ങനെ നൂല് ചേർത്തിട്ടാണ് തുണി നെയ്തെടുക്കുന്നത്. അതാണ് വാപ്പ് ആൻഡ് വൂഫ്. Here the mother is considered as everything of the house and shake the down to their bed. Here the poet says that the mother shakes the down to be their bed. That means നമ്മൾ അമ്മക്കിളി ചെറിയ കുഞ്ഞുങ്ങൾക്ക് വീടുണ്ടാക്കുന്നത് നിങ്ങൾ കണ്ടിട്ടുണ്ടാവും. ഫെദേഴ്സ് എല്ലാം ഇങ്ങനെ കൊഴിഞ്ഞു വീണിട്ട് അതിലാണ് കുഞ്ഞു കിളികളെ കിടത്തുന്നത്. The same way, here the poet says here also the mother makes the bed for her children. Okay, so this is the meaning of this stanza. So the last stanza of the poem. I am their wall against the danger, their door against the wind and snow. Thou whom a woman laid in a manger, take me not till the children grew. This is the concluding stanza. Actually, in this stanza lies the climax of the poem. I am their wall against all danger. The mother is the protector. She is protecting every one of the family from all the dangers. The dangers may be external or internal. Their door against the wind and snow. മഞ്ഞിൽ നിന്നും തണുപ്പിൽ നിന്നും കാറ്റിൽ നിന്നും ഒക്കെ നമ്മളെ രക്ഷിക്കുന്നത് ആരാണ്? അമ്മ. Their door against the wind and snow. Thou whom a woman laid in a manger. Thou, that is the old English usage instead of you. Manger means pultottil. Laid, laid. Pultottil പ്രസവിച്ചത് ആരെയാണ്? Yes, Jesus Christ. Here the poet makes a prayer to the God. What is that prayer? Take me not till the children grow. Don't take me away till my children stand on their own legs. എൻ്റെ കുട്ടികൾ വലുതാകുന്നത് വരെ എന്നെ ഇവിടെ നിന്നും എടുക്കരുതേ. That is the prayer of the poet. Thou whom a woman laid in a manger, take me not till the children grew. So the poem ends with a prayer. So I think you got the poem. It is clear to you now. And you have to read this poem many times. Then only you get the complete meaning of this poem. Okay. So we can discuss the important points of the various aspects of the poem. The first one is the rhyme scheme. In the first stanza, there is no particular rhyme scheme. You just go through that stanza, you cannot see any rhyming words there. But in the next stanza, I am the fire upon the hearth. I am the light of the good sun. I am the heat that warms the earth, which elsewhere colder than a stone. Rhyming words are there: hearth, earth, sun, stone. And a rhyme scheme is also there: A, B, A, B. The same rhyme scheme is followed throughout the poem. The entire poem contains the same rhyme scheme: A, B, A, B. Now we can prepare the appreciation of this poem. So in all the poems, you have to expect such a question: prepare appreciation of a particular poem. How to prepare it? While writing the appreciation, in the first paragraph you have to write an introduction. In the introductory part you have to write about the poem, about the poet, about the theme of the poem. So here we can write the poem Any Woman is written by the very famous poet Catherine Tynan. The poem celebrates motherhood. The poem discusses the importance of a mother in the family, like that. The next paragraphs you have to make the paraphrase of the poem. That means the complete explanation of the poem, the translation of the poem in your own words. It may be for 2 or 3 paragraphs. 2 or 3 പാരഗ്രാഫിലായിട്ട് നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ആ പോയത്തിൻ്റെ മീനിങ് എഴുതാം. And one more paragraph is there, that is you have to write about the poetic diction. Poetic diction means the language of the poem. Is it simple words are used there or compound words are used there? And any figure of speeches, you have to mention those. Here the poem contains many examples for metaphor, and about the rhyme scheme, the rhyming words, about the images, all those things you have to include here. The last part of the poem, that is the conclusion. In the concluding part, you have to mention the message of the poem. That is the important part. And what is the message of this poem? Here the poet wants to tell about the importance of a woman in the family, about the various duties that a mother does in a family, like that. And if there is any contemporary importance, that also you have to mention in the concluding part. Any എന്തെങ്കിലും ആനുകാലിക പ്രാധാന്യമുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ. So Actually, the poet wants to convey one more message is here. What is that? So we know the mother is taking all the responsibilities and doing all the duties of the family. So it may be a message to the men of our society to share some of her burden, some of her responsibilities. Okay, so I include all these points and prepare a note of appreciation. So I think got all the ideas of the poem. Now it is very clear to you. So once again I am saying you read it many times and write all the notes also. So now we can conclude and we can meet in our next class with our new lesson. Thank you.